Oh no, actually that's not him, that's someone else. Okay. Oh my god, don't tell me it's Kenji. Oh no. The last thing I want to see is his naked body. Like seriously. No. Okay. So I guess it's the next day already. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber and into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. I linger under the blankets for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up, while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School is surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I would order some to cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way. A bit like me. After all, if I'm going to start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape, along with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe then I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something when I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. Oh, so we have come to the field. I think this is the first time we see the field, and I think there's a road, and then what are those things? They look like hurdles to me. And then there's some sort of a rugby field there. Okay. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Guess who else is there? Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged girl who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track, leafly, like a half-mechanical gazelle. There we go. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog, just like he is oppressing me. Actually, no, that's not the case. I mean, from the first time I saw Abby, I could tell that she really loves running. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health, and he's prompting me to do so. And even with things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get it out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I would leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last step. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning. Your name is Hisa, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she had remembered my name. You may not remember me. Amy, I knocked you over in the hall yesterday. Yeah, how could I forget such a blind introduction? Oh yeah, the smooth moves. yeah, how could I forget, no? Amy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again? Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Wait! I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right. Oh, I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What? Are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone to watch my every move. Okay, let me just see something. Actually, the shorts that Amy is wearing is really short. Actually, they're more like bloomers, right? And those are really short bloomers. Oh yeah. Well, anyway. Unless you are here to do exactly that.
No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I had seen a messy hat transfer student who looks like he's kinda lost around the track.
So why are you down here? Amy strikes a dramatic pose.
Training!
For what?
Track!
Ah, I see. You're on the track team then? Amy nods enthusiastically.
Yep, I'm one of the better runners too.
And modest about it too.
Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know.
I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Now I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus I'm just not into organized sports, you know. It's true. I never even really got that much into soccer. I mean, I would run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Amy seems to understand my meaning.
I see. Not that into the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're gonna run together, huh?
What? Sure, I guess. Amy seems pleased.
Are you gonna warm up?
Real men don't warm up. No. I've never heard such a line before, Esau. Man up! Warm up!
Oh no, you should warm up. Bad Esau, not Esau.
Oh, now you're pretty close to me now. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer.
I hate warming up too.
She laughs suddenly.
Heck, I don't even have to stretch my leg.
As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic.
Let's go!
So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. But I guess those leg blades definitely give her the edge, you know. Yeah, because of its springy effect. Amy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread right, and something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride to Amy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Amy could help me with that sometime. I'm really not feeling up to more than a couple of laps today, and slow to walk pretty quickly. I'm tired now. Amy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. Whoa, that's fast. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor.
Finished already?
I hang my head ruefully. Yeah, I'm not in very good shape right now. Amy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling.
Well, the important thing is that you started, right? Next time, you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and longer, and eventually you'll be great.
I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm gonna go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Amy shrugs unconcernedly.
Nah, I've got plenty of time.
I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug.
Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Giselle.
Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning, especially with a beautiful girl right in front of you, right? Right? And like Amy said, I just need to keep at it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. It's nice at least to feel like I've taken some semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try to keep this up. Whoa. Okay, let's look at the drawing again. Oh, okay, not bad. Now there's some progress made. So, I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind. But I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. Oh, so he's in the toilet. The toilet somehow looks misty. Oh, okay, because he's showering, right? But I thought he said he didn't feel like showering. Okay, alright. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the store to put on my clothes. Oh, there we go. This is Hisao's portrait. Just in silhouette form. We can't see his full body. Oh no, actually that's not him. That's someone else. Okay. Oh my god, don't tell me it's Kenji. Oh no. The last thing I want to see is his naked body. Like seriously. No. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. Oh my god. It bursts through the fog. Sap! And what the hell are you doing? Like, wait. Why you cover your private part with a leaf? Sure. Sure. Alright. You again. What a weirdo. What are you doing here? What the hell, you scared me? What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stuck naked, but hold my tongue back. If we seriously been saying he actually did that. I finally realize I'm still naked too and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad? It's like he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know your room and yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? While being naked. He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane sized glasses. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. It's more than awkward. Actually, somehow, it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I tried to brush the feeling off, with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? Not like I have any pockets to begin with. I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Huh? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment. Since his thoughts were so clearly impure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm a fan, man, but if that's your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah, I will give you some, but you have class. You don't have time to eat a pizza. What? What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy. And eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza steadily. If you don't, everyone will see you. And the pizza, and they will ask for slice. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. Then you left pizzaless in an unforgiving world.
It's happened before, yeah, that's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when the people who wrong me order pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony. But yeah, only like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it out in advance. I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. Something? Standing? Maybe wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning. Boom! Splitting the sky. Like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. But crap on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. Then what's the most shocking moment of your life? Yeah, what was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he just trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings to some kind of anime show. You know how there is always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival and they fly at each other and clash swords and there's like, you know, big dramatic chaotic auras and zoom. It was like that, but with poo. Okay. So yeah, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need like 1,000 yen. Hey, you said 400 yen earlier. You crap. You want to cheat my money? I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. Okay, then forget it. You have 1 week. Ah! What? Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact, given that his baton is conducting freely. You're not supposed to be so tight-ass about money between brothers in arms, man. Man, have it bad enough as this. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what female porn stars make? Why are you trying to imply? That you're a porn star now? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star, you know? On the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the family's agenda. And you can't even spot me your crumbs? You bastard! Nobody understands. Nobody! Yeah, I don't understand either. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This family's agenda stuff again? This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy, make no mistake. You take them lightly, and you wake up in the morning with a knife in your back, bam! Out of nowhere! How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabs you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I mean, don't take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war, with men on one side, you know, and the feminist force on the other side, it will be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secrets worldwide feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfuckers!" You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it would have to be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only in it. Who said it was on Earth? Huh? I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in the mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. You can't see me from this distance anyway. Which, unfortunately, means that he just keeps on ranting without any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many people know about, but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield. A vicious conflict without end. Yeah, I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly. When I grew tired of the bleakness of a fight. When I mistook the time the power went out for a family's raid, I thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would all be over. And I was like, whoa! I knew I had to get serious because I am the last same man in the same word, and it's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all hinges on one naked guy renting in a bathroom and another naked guy. So can I have the money? No. He's blocking the way out. Damn it. It's getting cold because I'm still naked. And I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money. Awesome! Thanks, dude! We should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it almost the manliest sport. Women bowl, you know. Even though I love bowling, bowling is one of my favorite sports, by the way. But, not with you. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes? Or the pastel green flower essence? There are bowling clothes. Maybe. Anyway, you had better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? No, money. I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up, and I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. The time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time's really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get over it. I was just going to. And what does that mean? It's a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can go. The pressure. Okay, so you want alone time? Then why the hell are you even talking to me in front of me being naked, no? Oh, well, then again you can't see, but... okay. What if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him my practiced frown, and looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class. Okay, I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. Yeah, the thing of all the nakedness and all that. And the awkward conversation. The combination of fatigue, frustration and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Boom. Rubbing my forehead. Ouch. I realize this is as good a reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. But well, it's always good to be early, you know. Eventually, I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. Oh, she's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar as if it was of importance to look prim when entering our classroom. Excuse me? She calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Isao? Oh, good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely. If I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink me. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today, by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings. Or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're chastising yourself for doing something that other people should. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today.
Huh?
Hi!
Oops. Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Uh-oh.
Hi, Hichan!
Hi. Uh-oh.
Look, it's the class representative! Hello!
Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Shizune's use of the word look.
Good morning.
Okay.
Of course, you're not a representative of this class, right? Right?
I'm not. Lily seems a little more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realized that Lily might actually not know Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is, to know who she is talking to. Yeah, it'll be pretty difficult because Lily is blind, and then Shizune is deaf and mute. So yeah, it's like, because Lily uses her sense of hearing to detect who that is, right? But then the thing is, Shizune is deaf and mute, so pretty difficult. Need the sixth sense to actually. She needs the sixth sense to detect Shizune's presence. Yeah, but anyway, for all she knows, she's talking to Misha. But knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decide to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anything else. You're here early, Shizune.
You were here even earlier than us.
Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Huh? Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It's not that weird though, that Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. And what's wrong with that? Like, it doesn't mean that the class representative has to be the one to be the first to arrive, right? Yeah. Especially to Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I can start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Shizune has already moved on. Okay, that's good.
Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk.
Uh-oh.
The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handled in their projected budget reports for their events. Even the first years. Except you!
What's in that laugh again?
There is still time to hand it in, isn't there?
Uh-oh. I see tensions. I see sparks flying now. Uh-oh.
Today! The deadline is today! You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I would have had all of the necessary paperwork days ago. But somehow, or rather someone, had to say the deadline, please extend it!
Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out on such a complex issue completely. Uh-oh.
Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one's class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me.
Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she's really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused though. Hey Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Hisao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. If this is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I have forgotten about it. I understand how important it is.
Then, can I have it, please?
Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second, you know.
It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me. Students from my class.
She emphasizes the last sentence much to my surprise. She knows about Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council? Oh, I guess word must have gotten around. So now she's using me as an ammo against Shizune. This just gets better and better. Meow meow, cat fight!
It was your responsibility! A budget report isn't something you should just be delegating away. As a class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is really just terrible.
But you have to understand, Shizune, that Lily is blind. You know, she may be the class rep, but you have to give her a break, you know.
They completed it, being capable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for getting sick. Okay.
Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, yeah, actually Lily was a bit sarcastic there. Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended by Lily's staring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge.
Lily, don't they live here at the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. What could they possibly have that prevents them from taking 5 minutes of their busy lives to drop off something that will affect the enjoyment of their entire class?
Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal, cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal.
Rah. And what's with the attitude? I said that it's not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative, or aren't you? Tell me the names of those 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something this simple yourself. One form isn't the full extent of what I am supposed to take care of.
Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsettled she is becoming. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is.
Of course, you do so much, class rep. It must be so difficult being you.
Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent between them, even though Misha delivers them without even a hint of the sarcasm which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't like each other, but I guess it's just down to misunderstandings and all that because of the disability, so they can't really understand each other. That's why they can't really get along. Yeah, but it's all really due to misunderstandings. Yeah. Shizune and Lily don't like each other. That much is clear. But it seems a little much. It seems that Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. Oh, wow. Whoa. Sparks are clearly flying. Uh-oh. Here we go. Need to add drama. My bad.
I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right. The difference between us is like heaven and hell. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent.
Sparks fly! The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore. Though, even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation.
Yi-chan, don't you slack off either.
What are you talking about?
Aren't you taking part in the festival, Yi-chan? You are, aren't you? Then, I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person.
Oh, come on now. I don't understand why Shizune is suddenly getting mad at me. then. Yeah. Okay, this part I guess is very crucial. Let me see. Hey, come on. Actually, why I said just now, hey, come on now. Cut me and need some slack. Or don't drag me into this. I've done my part. Okay. This one, I guess none of the choices will actually favor Misha and Shizune but I know that the first choice, hey, come on, cut me and Lily some slack, will definitely favor Lily. Yeah, but the second choice, don't drag me into this, I've done my part, it sounds pretty selfish. So I guess the second choice will actually not favor any of the three girls. And since I want to favor as many girls as I can, although I know that this game doesn't have harem, but hey, I'm a nice guy. Not saying that nice guys finish last, but it's always good to be nice to girls, So I should, hey, come on, cut me and Lily some slack. Yeah. Instead of don't drag me into this, I've done my part. Yeah, come on, cut me and Lily some slack. I'll go with the first choice. Hey, I'm the new guy, remember? It's not like I could have done much, even if I wanted. That's right. You shouldn't expect a transfer student to jump right into it on his first week. Yeah, it's like I think Kizune is really being harsh on everyone, including herself. Lily taking my side feels oddly comforting, so I decide to back her up too. Yeah, you're being unreasonable with us both. Excuses. This class rep has had plenty of time to deal with a report. And we repeatedly offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making the festival a success. Yeah, but as I said back then, I'm not sure if I don't have time for this right now. Yeah. No matter what I do, it will mean being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune, and that is what she wants, and not what I want. Whatever. Forget it. I turn my back at them. Lily, class is going to be starting soon, so we can talk more later. I'll tell Hanako you were looking for her. I can feel Shizune freezing. Maybe this is the first time she has ever been ignored in such a blunt manner. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shizune. I know this will actually, kind of like, well, this will actually cause me not to be able to choose you. But I'm favoring Hanako, so yeah, I'm siding with Lily right here. Thank you, Hisao. I'll leave now then. She gives me the sweetest smile I've seen all week and turns on her heels to make her exit. As soon as Lily walks out the door, I suddenly start feeling reluctant about turning to face Shizune. I can feel her eyes burning into my back and can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. Yeah, I don't think I can make this up. Can I? Yeah, but anyway, I've already made up my mind. I'm going for Hanako, so sorry Shizune, but you'll come later probably. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate the tension, but it really is wanting too much. In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. Oh, she doesn't return until a few minutes before class. Oh. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat look empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. I have a bit of catching up to do, despite trying to keep up with my studies at the hospital, but I'm not feeling that enthusiastic about it. The clock at the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on blackboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I start to copy down the equations just to pass the time, even though they are right there in the textbook. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry because I have nothing to do, so I stay for a while, reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallways. I notice Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune is signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Maybe there is pent-up anger in there. Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they're discussing, it looks like serious business. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists cracker, and Misha struggles to spit it out in word form. Well, I have to somehow make it up to Shizune, but like I said, my first choice is Hanako, so I hope to get her. Sometimes she trips over herself like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that, she has to sign back anything the other girl says. Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down on their seats again. I'm so tired! She's hanging her head limply on the desk, looking exhausted. I'll use the opportunity to reconcile with Shizune a bit, without getting roped into the student council thing again, though I suspect that door is now closed for me. Yeah, most likely so. Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in this school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after classes, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kind of neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Shizune scoffs at me first, as if trying to decide whether to ignore or sneer at me, but in the end she starts signing without doing it either. Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. She signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well, it's almost like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. She must have practiced it vigorously.
Well, of course. We're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy. It's an important duty of ours to ensure the success of the festival with all our strength. We would shame ourselves in front of the past student council generations if the festival were to fail.
But aren't you like a bit too hard on yourself, Shizune? That's why I'm thinking, you know. But she definitely is very serious about this thing, I know. Very serious about her role as a student council president.
That's why there must be no flaws. I think there was encumbrances. No, nothing that might make the festival short of perfect.
Shizune's passionate speech and Misha's enacting are really oddly fitting of them. It's like Misha and Shizune are one and the same, like they are one person, you know? Yeah.
Oh? Hello?
Who is it? Oh. I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door.
Hey! Playing delinquent again?
Oh no, not again! Come on, give this girl a break! Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest. Shizune stares at her probingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. I mean, like, these two weren't actually open to Hanako before, but like suddenly they're now like confronting her or something like that. Yeah, but anyway. Maybe she is showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. What is it, Hanako?
Has Lily been here? Sorry, haven't seen Sato. She came by in the morning though.
Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do? Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she is intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. It is a little uncomfortable watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet, it seems. Do you know where she is?
If she has any sense in her head, she's in her classroom, working on their festival project. But who knows where that woman is loitering at?
You need to find her. She was looking for you in the morning, but I guess you have missed each other. She waits a little without answering the simple question, looking awfully like she's not sure if it's proper to answer such a question.
Yeah.
I can come with you. Oh yeah, there we go. Hanako first choice, best girl, baby. If it's okay. Hanako nods fractionally, still on guard, her shoulders stiff like wood. I get the feeling that she might be more comfortable by herself after all, but it's too late to back off now. She has this really troubled expression she seems to wear almost constantly, one that makes me constantly be on guard myself. I wonder why. Like she's extremely shy. I kind of understand why she always seems to be so wary. Or maybe more like why there could be a person like her. But I still have no idea how I should act around such a person. It's dinner time soon. Were you planning to eat with Lily? She nods slightly. So she must have been trying to get in the cafeteria. Well, there's something of a dinner crowd, just like the cafeteria is crowded during lunch. It's not as bad because dinner time is longer than lunch hour, but I can understand why Hanako could be discouraged from going in. I pick up my bag and we take our leave. Hanako skips a little to meet my initial pace, so I slow down to match her speed.